How you doing, people? It's your boy Uncle Drums. There for another session at Uncle Drums Hot Show. You know what it is. I'm here with the man like Abdul, otherwise known as UK Apache. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, my brother. How you doing? Salaam alaikum to you, man. Peace
Wa
be
alaikum
upon
salam
you
to you, brother.
and everybody else.
Love. Yeah?
Yeah.
This is the big man, UK Apache, yeah? He's been in the music game. Was it jungle music, innit?
That's right.
Jungle music, like pioneer, done his thing. We got him here today on the Uncle Drummer Show. So, sir, how's life been treating you?
You know, first we start off obviously praising Allah. You know, I'm a Muslim, so we have to give praise to Allah. And we start with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah, amma ba'd. So we praise Allah. All praise to Allah. Life is good. You know, we're not going to complain because whatever circumstances we're in, we should give thanks. You know, because there's always people worse off.
Definitely.
Thank you for inviting me as well.
Thank you for coming, Abdul. So first question I'm going to ask you, Abdul, is at what age did the whole music thing start from you? No, I'm not talking about when you had that song.
Yeah.
What age did you actually venture into music?
Well, you know, to be honest, I got influenced by music from a very young age because there was always music in my household. You know, from a young age. I'm going to give you a bit of history of my life.
Okay.
I'm mixed background. My father was Iraqi Arab,
Okay.
and my mum was South African Indian. May Allah bless her soul. She died 5 years ago. I mean, that's okay. Yeah, thank you. And basically, my mum and dad divorced when I was young, so I was just raised up with my mum, my grandmother, and my grandfather.
Yeah.
And straight away at that time, my mum, you know, she was quite a modern person,
Yeah.
and you know, so we used to, you know, watch programs back in the day called Top of the Pops. I don't know if you know.
Yeah. I know Top of the Pops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we used to be listening to music like, you know, from a young age, music was playing in my house, like reggae music from Bob Marley, and you know, and then there was like music from like the Top of the Pops influence was all different types of music, ska, soul, funk, you know, all these things, and all that kind of old school stuff. So I was listening to that as a youth, and having no brothers and sisters, you know, you take role models and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So I used to look at them and think, wow, these guys, you know, they're doing their thing. They look like they're respected and all this kind of thing. But I predominantly got involved in reggae music more. I found that more interesting because of my neighborhood as well. Yeah. There was a lot of like Jamaicans around my area.
Yeah, I must say on the track, you sound very, very Jamaican.
Yeah, actually, because you know, because there was an artist, of course, Apache Indian as well.
Yeah, I remember.
And he actually mixed the Indian language with the reggae. Yeah, so you could tell he was coming from an angle. Yeah. But when I came out with,
you sound more than him though.
Yeah.
So you could hear him. He had a style,
but you could tell he wasn't
hear the Indian in the back. But you sounded pop. If they didn't show no face, I would have thought that was a black man.
Many people thought I was Jamaican Indian because, to be honest, you know, I used to socialise with real Jamaicans. You know, at the beginning there was my first like influence was a brother called Gareth Wilson. You know, and we used to mix. We was very close friends. And he wasn't born in Jamaica, but his dad was real Jamaican, you know. And you know, at that time when I used to listen to reggae music, I used to love Bob Marley, I used to love Jar Thomas, Brigadier Jerry. You know, I was raised up on real yardie. Yeah, exactly. You know, the man them know these people. Like, you know, if you don't know these people, then you don't really know. Like, you know, Tenor Saw, you know, all these. Yeah, the old school foundation man. And you know, me when I was a youth, I used to think, wow, the Jamaicans really cool, and you know, they get a lot of respect, and the singing.
Yeah, of course.
But one thing that attracted me to that was the message in the music. Yeah. You know, because to me the message was most important because I didn't tell you, from my mum's side, the South African side, they were involved in politics. Okay. My grandfather was in a group called the ANC, African National Congress. You know about the politics in South Africa, the apartheid system.
The apartheid system.
Yeah. So, and my grandmother was Nelson Mandela's first secretary.
Wow.
Exactly.
Salute.
So, you know, so they were all fighting. My grandfather was locked up in jails. So when I was, you know, being raised, I was talked about, you know, justice, you know, speak for the people. So reggae music to me was like that message at that time. Yeah, and I mean, it's gone to a different stage now. But at that time when they used to be singing about justice and freedom and fight for revolution, that impressed me.
Yeah, of course.
So when I was a youth, I said like, boy, that's the dream Jamaican, right? Walk Jamaican, dress Jamaican, talk Jamaican. But I wasn't Jamaican, I was Jamaican. You know what I mean? So,
but you had it in your heart.
But I had it in my heart, yeah. So, and I imitated it well.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so that's it. You know, when you're young, you can pick up people's cultures and stuff like that. And they accepted me. You know, the real Jamaicans, they had no problems. They were like, yes, India, and I you that, and you know what I mean? You know, flex with me, man, and them thing that you get me. So, and that's how we used to speak.
You know, that's deep. It's deep. So what age did you start your musical journey? What age was that though?
I think you could say from teenager age, like say 12 years old, when even before that actually, because when I was in primary school, you know, they used to do them plays in primary school. And I never forget that we done a play, Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. It was about Joseph, you know, Joseph the Prophet. In Islam they call him Yusuf, salam. And I remember that the teacher was picking everybody to be a part, you know, which part they're going to play, which role. And I was left right to the end. So I said to the teacher, who am I going to play? And the teacher said, you're Joseph. And I'm like, Joseph, wow! You know what I mean? And in that play, you got to sing and all that kind of thing. And there was one song that you have to sing by yourself when Joseph is locked up in the prison. Close every door to me. And I started to sing that song, but I forgot the lyrics halfway through. But you know, at that stage I was singing, you know, so they must have thought I had a good voice or something to pick as Joseph and all that kind of thing. So I think from primary school, from 12 years old and going to 13, I started getting involved in sound systems and all this. We made a sound system. And that was kind of like the first inclination to really start now announcing myself to the street. You know, because you know, our sound system them days were big things, but I mean, I think they're kind of coming back, but I'm not really in the game no more, obviously. But I mean, the sound system used to challenge each other, and I had a sound system called Fantasy Sound. And we had like one of my best friends up to today, my brother, who's become Muslim. His name's Yardi. We used to call him Yardi, and he was direct from Jamaica. And we used to have a sound. So we all together with Arik and these brothers and Gary Webley and all them in there, and Juxi Demas and David Boomer. I'm just bigging up all them in there, and the other brothers, you know what I mean, Sean and all them in there. So we had a sound system where we would play mostly at parties and stuff. And from that, I started to get recognised. And then I started to flex with other sound systems called Sophisticated Gents, the bigger sounds, Coxsone Junior, which I'm moving a brother called H, and all them men. There's many names to mention. If I haven't mentioned, you know, no disrespect to the man, because you know, if you don't mention men, I was like, why you never mention me, boy? And I'm like, you know what I mean? David Boomer as well, and I mentioned him as well. So you know, he was a good singer as well. So we were in the sound system thing, challenging each other, and you start, you know, sound system them days weren't like X Factor today. No. People think they got a hard time when they go in front of X Factor. They don't know about sound. Can you imagine? I'm an Asian. I'm going in front of, and at that days, Asians and blacks never really mixed. So I was like the one-off. And I'm surrounded pure yard man and the man from London, and you know, the rude boy them and all that. You get me? Man from the ends.
So you got to be lyrical.
You got to be lyrical. And even if they hated me as an Indian, because there was always some racism in everything.
Of course.
You know. They could never say that this brother weren't good.
The lyrical ability.
They were shocked. Because as you said, when I took up the mic, they said, this guy must be from Yard. You know what I mean? Because how is he chatting like that? You get me? I'm chat so. You know what I mean? And I just love it. You know what I would do is spend hours, you know, practicing.
Them times it was roll your tongue.
It was fast chatting. But you did have. It was like that. You know, live performances, because we listened to people like Papa San.
Wickedest.
Legend, you know what I mean?
Wickedest.
Papa San. I remember we used to listen to tapes of Papa San, me and his brother Juxi Demas, who was big in MCing as well, and we used to go mad when we listened to Papa San. And I used to be able to imitate Papa San so well that I fooled a Jamaican. He heard a tape of me, and he thought I was Papa San. No, I mean honestly, and he said, "No, I can't believe it."
You know, you must have been good for you to do that. You must have been good.
He's still got the old tapes from back in the day. I did a brother called David Boomer, man. Still got the old tapes, and he could play it. And when he heard this tape, because what happened, he came from Jamaica, this guy, David Boomer. He's a singer. He goes, I can't flex with no DJs from England. None of them are good. So he was, this brother that was dating one of his family members was like, I got somebody that you can flex with. He goes, who is it? He goes, I'm going to bring a tape, make it here. So he put the tape in. He said, that's Papa San. He said, no. He's an Indian guy. I said, no way. Indian guy. And he lived in Balham, right? You know what I mean? And he goes, where's this man? He's in Tooting. I said, no way, bring me to him. And when he brought me to, when we came in and we met each other, I had a sound system already in my bedroom. The decks and all that kind of thing. So we made a tape. He said, this is it. He's my DJ. And me and him flex like this. Whatever you see him wearing, I had the same clothes.
Okay,
we were,
brother.
Yeah, you know how they are at that time when you're busting the same clothes kind of thing. But we weren't into gangs that time, you know. It was more like I said, sound systems, and they were like kind of small gangs as well, because sound systems used to fight.
Because the same gang up, and you got your crew and this. Crew
I thought not like today where it's madness. You know what I mean? But
All right, so after going through the whole journey of sound system and first holding the mic and all that, what age was you when you got the big hit?
The age, Basically, when I got the hit, I was 26 years old.
Wow, it's still young.
Old nowadays, because they want to make you famous by you're 13, you know.
But that hit, what the hit
Original
what you
nutter.
got, the hit what you got,
Yeah.
is kind of bigger than certain. Because remember, music, the stage it's at now is that you can get a big hit, and your hit might last for about a month, 2 months, and you're out.
Yeah, yeah.
So your hit was like,
Legendary.
it was enormous because it lasts for so long. That tune was going, that went, because I was going jungle, and I remember going to jungle and all that and hearing that tune. That was going on for ages, bruv. So that's a big hit.
Even to now.
With longevity.
It's an anthem. It became an anthem.
Course,
Obviously, we didn't know it was going to be an anthem then, because an anthem has to pass the test of time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's been played, even on New Year's Eve, they played it. They played my vocals on the celebration of the fireworks. You got people like Dizzy Rascal and what's his name, Giggs, just bigging me up on a tune, Nutcrackers. I think is that a new tune? I think they mentioned me on that. Somebody just told me that today, actually. That have you heard your name getting mentioned? I said, oh no, I didn't know. So Dizzy Rascal, and big respect to Dizzy Rascal for that. Thank you very much. And the man them are doing, they're still picking up the original Nutter song. And I think with that song, obviously I was talking about myself, because it was a title tune. Because when I wrote that song 10 years before I met Shy FX.
Wow.
10 years before I met him, I had it in my head. Because I used to write, one thing about me, I memorise songs. I never used to write them on paper. They used to be in my head. When I used to go to the studio, I stand up. I see your studio thing. I used to stand up with no paper, and the man said, "Where's your lyrics?" I said, "It's all here." And that made me deliver it better as well.
Of course.
Because once you can memorize something, you can deliver it. If you have to read it, exactly. So I'm not saying it's good to write lyrics because you can get bigger lyrics, probably like more in depth. Now of today, they like. The rapping is more deeper in a sense. But those days, songs were just to the point and easy to understand, which sometimes is good. Because you want to get your message.
Definitely.
So what I saw Supercat. Respect to Supercat, obviously the first Apache.
Don
Dada. And he called himself the Don Dada. Right. And then Apache and he came out with the Don Raja. So I said, what am I going to call myself? I'm from London. I'm going to call myself, and my name's Apache, UK Apache. You know what? The original Nutter. Because that is the UK.
So what was it? Was it UK Apache, aka the original Nutter?
No, it was like I just because when you see Supercat, you just say Don Dada. You don't say AKA Don Dada. So it's like UK Apache, original Nutter. You know what I mean? And then I have to put a song like that. You know what I mean? So because everybody's got a song, I put the song, and that I bigged up Shy FX saying, you never know Shy FX, man, big in a jungle. And then I said Mia the Nutter, a single, Mia the Nutter, original, mad. You get me? And in there, I started talking about the people I watched on films, better than the bad boy called Darth Vader. Look after Jedi where you call Skywalker. One school that called me Trouble Me. It's my history. Because them people, Darth Vader, Skywalker, they're big people, Predator, better than the Predator and the Terminator. They're all like warriors. And I'm telling them, the Nutter, bigger than you. You get me? We last bigger. And then I said, better than the better than the Gargan and the Don Dada. But no disrespect to Ninja Man and Supercat, you know what I mean? Just lyrical. Yeah, that's right,
Lyrical. Alright, so boom. So, can you tell me, Abdul, can you tell me what type of lifestyle, for the viewers and the listeners, what type of lifestyle does a musician live? When you've had your big hit and your name's known everywhere, what's the lifestyle? How does the lifestyle kind of map out? What type of things you do?
It changes. To be honest, what happened with me, as soon as I had my hit, I've always been a Muslim, but I didn't know about the Islamic faith properly. My mum tried to teach me, but I was a bit rebellious.
Yeah, of course.
But at a certain time, the calling of Allah comes stronger.
Definitely.
And that time came just after I had my hit, actually. And I said, and there was a lot of problems with the hit as well. That I'm not going to go too deep because that's the past. I don't want to start bad mouthing off people, there was people around me who I thought had my back, and unfortunately it never worked that way. Cool. So in the music industry, obviously I don't support it now because obviously I think a different way. We'll come to that, but if you don't have your business side sorted, and you can't trust nobody. To be honest, it's cutthroat. And that's why I believe it's connected to evil things. But we're getting to that. So you have to learn these things. Sometimes the Almighty takes you down a road, so you understand it. Definitely. And maybe he makes you the tool to explain to the people that this is not the best thing. And some people will say, how can you say that? I've been raised with music, I love music, and I understand that. Because if there's one person I understand, it's myself. I love the game. So I love the music. I thought, but in music You know, when you find a better way, i.e., and it explains to you why, like I said, the way that you believe is the true way of the whole purpose of life. You know, this is the thing about being a purpose of life, because when you become an entertainer, that is your purpose of life.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so your life just focuses on that. Entertaining,
yeah.
and you know, and being doing what you have to do. For me, music was about a message. For other people of today, I don't know why they do music. Maybe they do it for fame. Maybe they do it for money. Maybe they do it for women. All the things that come. But all these things done in the wrong way, right? Because you can have fame, yeah, but if it's done in the wrong way, it will destroy you. You can have money, but if it's made in the wrong way,
destroy you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can have the women, right, or a woman. You know, obviously I'm a Muslim, we're allowed to have four, but that's the other thing. We'll go to that. But you know, don't bite my head off for the women. Like, what is he talking about? You know, I haven't explained how to have four women. Yeah, but okay, let's just say one. And Islam, to be honest, does say it's the only religion really out of all the books that says marry one woman.
All right, pause. One second. I don't want to stop your thing.
Yeah.
But because you know a lot of these listeners,
yeah,
and viewers, they'll stop me and ask me, what does that mean though? Why did he say that? Can you just quickly break down how a Muslim can have four women? No.
I wish I never said that now.
I know why. But just for the listeners,
okay,
to stop them from coming to ask Uncle Jama.
don't execute Uncle Jama, you know what I mean? Because uncle, you understand, you have to respect uncle, you know what I mean? I look more like an uncle. He looks like a young guy, you know what I mean? Still like a teenager, mashallah. Yeah, but no, basically, okay, first of all, Islam says in the Quran, marry 2 to 3 to 4. But if you can't deal with them justly, marry one. What does justly mean? Okay, not in love, because in love you can never love anybody equally. If you have a set of kids, you may try to love them all, which you're gonna do, but you're gonna have a connection, maybe one more than another. That doesn't mean you put the others on the side. You don't know, you're catering for all of them, but there's sometimes you have a bond with a bit more than the other, and you love them all. This isn't human nature. This is just how the way the Creator's made it. So justly means it's permissible to marry more than one wife in Islam. It's even in Christianity that Solomon married 7,000. But Islam is the only, and other religions, even Judaism, all these things. But Islam is the only religion that says marry 2 to 3 to 4. But if you can't deal with them justly, marry one. So if you haven't got what justly means, we've established not by love. You love them all, but you're not gonna, even if you try. By materialistic things. If you can't buy the same diamond ring, you know the girl say put a ring on the finger. If you can't buy the same diamond ring for all of your wives, nobody take them all. Just buy the one and deal with that one justly. Give her everything. And to be honest, Islam gives rights to women beyond imaginable rights. My wife, well, I'm not married at the moment, but if I was married, my wife, I have to cater for her in everything. All my money belongs to her.
Yeah, definitely. Half and half.
This isn't Islam. I'm not trying to brag it. This is the truth. Go and search it. Not even half and half. Everything belongs to her.
Okay.
This isn't Islam. Not even half and half.
I salute that.
And also, she doesn't have to work at all. I have to go and bring out the money. I have to provide. And she can spend my money. And her money, whatever she got, she can keep it. But obviously you've got a connection with your wife. She's not going to be like miserly like that. The women are generous. They will give you, and help you. Obviously that's a good marriage.
Yeah, definitely.
So when they say Islam puts down the rights of, puts down women, totally not. Islam uplifts the women. Where this society, unfortunately, has given the wrong, try to lead women astray with giving them the respect with their bodies and without their mind thinking. Now this is not respect. Respect doesn't come from a body.
Definitely
that doesn't mean you don't look after your body and have good shape. I'm not talking about that. But if you love somebody just because of their body, you'll never achieve happiness.
Salute that.
This is the truth. Everybody agree upon that. The mind and the body in good way is the best thing. And Islam shows that the way of covering the woman and all this kind of thing when they go into this oppression, this is not forced upon a woman. A woman does that to please her creator and have some decency, and she feels that, why do I have to expose myself to get any type of respect or any from the opposite or even in themselves, acknowledgement. So I'm not saying all women are doing that for that reason, but a lot of women think this is the way to of honour. And you notice when they have adverts selling cars and all that,
always
they put
sexy woman in there.
Why? What's that got to do with the car?
Because they're just trying to provoke your mind into some sexual thing, to think, oh yeah, when I get this car, I can get all the sexy birds. It's all a mind game. It's all a mind game.
Exactly. So it's the mind over matter. If your mind is not strong, then don't expect your body to be strong. and don't look at that force respect to get true respect. This is the fact. And Islam comes with the true understanding and decency, and in a sense of modesty. Modesty, that's the word I'm looking for. Modesty gives you respect. Modesty. You know, and without modesty, then society would definitely, you know, fall without practicing these things. And this was Islam upholds that. Hope it answers the question about the 4 wives and that kind of thing.
Okay.
But what was we talking? Was coming?
You know what? Steelers at my mind. The information is so powerful that my mind. We just got to move on. Yeah, we're gonna move on. Next question. Next question is so basically, you're saying that you got your big hit, and then. Oh,
you said what type of life does it change you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is it. In music of today, you can see that it's most of the artists, what they talk about in their lyrics is very degrading.
Definitely.
Most of it is talking in a sense of, and I say most of it, not all of it. Most of it is talking about, you know, like I say, imagery is so important.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Definitely.
If I don't look this way, if I'm not half naked, if I'm not, you know, flaunting myself, or if it's one thing the women are doing it, freedom, you know, they think this is freedom and this is liberation, and it's far not. It's degrading. You're degrading yourself, definitely. And actually you're going backwards than going forward.
Definitely.
You know, in the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him, in his area in Saudi Arabia, the people were walking around naked long time before you was. They were walking around naked, and the Creator commanded them to cover up. So, if you think we're going backwards, then going forwards. You know, we're going backwards, and in music of today, it highlights these things. Actually, it makes you feel that that's what you need to do. You know, to get looked at, to get recognised. Yeah, and then lyrics as well. Get drunk. You know, just party, freedom, no problem. Do whatever you want to do. This is not the purpose of life. If you think that the whole creation was created that way, this amazing creation. If you just ponder upon the universe, or even the creation. If you just ponder upon the human being, look at the eye alone. The eye, no one can create the eye. They can make. We're looking to cameras now. It's imitating the eye, but it's never as good as the eye.
Definitely.
You know, so you can imagine that this creation that's being created by the Creator, is it just to get drunk? No. You know, to just, you know, to lose your mind? No. You know, or to be a player in a sense, you know, or, you know, to be a womanizer, you know, to shoot people. You know, or I'm a bad man on the corner, and, you know, on area codes that the corner that you don't even own.
Definitely not. Definitely
you think you own area codes, you don't own nothing.
Definitely
the government owns that, and if they want to bring the police in there and the soldiers, they want to put, you know, this whole place under control, they can easily do that.
Definitely.
Or show who owns who.
Definitely.
So you have to think to yourself, the music business, it makes a star become famous, then it idolizes that one person, me. You know, look at me, I'm great, I'm this, I'm that. You know, most of the singers are always mostly singing about this kind of issues. Yeah. And then when you can't do nothing no more, or you start turning against them, that what Michael Jackson done, they attack you, they put you down, assassinate your character. All right, thank you.
Can I ask you something, Abdul?
Yeah.
You're UK Apache, yeah. You've got your big hit, yeah. Everybody around you is yes man and this and that and
can be
making no. I'm creating a situation.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, everybody around you is yes man, and like you said, everybody glorifies you, yeah.
Yeah.
I come along, and I say to you, "This is wrong. You're idolizing yourself. You think you're God. You think you're this. You think you're that." The people that tell you the truth. Those are the people that the industry and most of the people around you in the music business do not want you around.
100%.
Because they don't want that person to get inside there.
100%.
And more time, you as an artist, you don't want to hear that either because you're used to hearing yes all the time.
That's right.
So this person that comes up and tells you this and that, that's wrong, you got to get him out the room fast. He's got to come out quick.
Believe me. I'm that kind of person now. To be honest, I was that person even in the music industry because I'll be honest with you, when I done music, like I said, I done it for a message. Yeah. My first song was called No Poll Tax. Now, poll tax.
Poll tax.
And this is what we call it.
You man don't know what poll tax is,
exactly. Mate. You know about bedroom tax now, yeah? And you know about inheritance tax.
That's right.
So this, you know, I'm like a politician. See, for me, the music, right, was always about the message. Cool. That's why I'm managed by the will of Allah. He's guided me out. Yeah. And I'm saying this thing now, you know, down to earth from the people, as we're talking direct to the people. You know, we're not on big BBC One or, you know, Kiss FM or Choice FM.
One Extra.
Or one, you know, I mean, One Extra, I don't know, they're worth for the people a bit, but I don't know. I mean, they may not ever want a person like me to go in there.
Yeah.
And to be honest, a lot of my songs, like I said, Poll Tax, the first tune, it got banned. No one would play it, but the sound system played it. Yeah. And then, you know, I've done other songs like Signs. I've done a cover song of Tenor song, Signs. You know, always the message. So like what you're saying is true. When you speak the truth, they turn away. They close you down. When I had the hit of Original Nutter, I grew my beard that time at the original, and I said, I'm a Muslim. I want to do kind of more conscious music. They didn't want to know. They said I went mad. The record company, the next tune was Junglist Girls. Right, they were happy with that tune about girls, but you know, it never got really released. It's on YouTube and all that, but it never got released. But somebody put it up there. But you see, this is the case. When you speak the truth, they close you down because they have an agenda.
Yes.
So this is why I say the music. I can't, you know, I don't agree with music no more. And people say that's radical. You know, why don't you do it? Because of my religion as well. Even in Islam, it's against music. But you may say there's some Muslims doing music. There are, but there's difference of opinions, but the strongest opinion in this matter, that music is a tool of Satan, shaitan, right, in Arabic, shaitan. And why you say that, you know, you think, no, you know, you're probably thinking, how can he say that? There are